and we are even bracing for the risk for some severe weather here tonight.
Yeah, we are, and we will likely see some severe storms even here in the metro later today. But the highest threat for tornadoes, that will actually be in parts of northwestern, north central Oklahoma for later this afternoon. So storm trackers, they are already headed in their locations. They are going to continue to track these storms later this afternoon and all the way through the rest of the evening until they are completely out of here. We have so many storm trackers. We're bringing our storm trackers from our Tulsa TV station as well, and both of our helicopters. Let's go ahead and go to Lynx 1. I'm going to show you what's kind of going on out there right now. Again, showers and storms that took place earlier this morning are quickly moving out of here. We do have a couple of showers that are still moving through parts of central Oklahoma. A few thunderstorms off to the east. Nothing severe right now. In fact, all of the showers in central Oklahoma, there's no lightning with that, nothing strong or severe, but a nice steady rain as it moves from the southwest to the north and east. In north central Oklahoma, primarily around Grant and Kay County, we still have some isolated showers up there. Everything again moving off to the north and east, and we're starting to already see some clearing out in western Oklahoma. It was certainly a much needed rain, a good rain. We picked up over an inch here in Oklahoma City, and zooming in just a little bit closer, 1.26 in Midwest City, 1.65 in Jones, and 1.7 in Shawnee, and we will likely be adding to that later this afternoon and into the evening. But here's the thing, we've got some clearing out to the west, and we typically know what that means. That means the atmosphere is going to become a little bit more unstable. We're going to see some more sunshine, and that will lead to a higher threat for some severe storms later today. In the meantime, we just have cloudy skies over Guthrie, part of our Pike Pass Sky Cam network, 65 degrees, a southeast wind at 16. No wind gust officially right now, where we still have a lot of cloud cover and a little bit of rain. We're still holding on to the 50s and low 60s, mid and upper 60s across the metro, but we're already moving into the mid and upper 80s in parts of southwest Oklahoma. South wind between about 15 to 30 miles an hour. You can kind of see we're back in the panhandle. We've already got more of that northwest wind between about 25 to 35. So the big picture showing just how large the storm system is. Lots of energy today. The main low is off to the north and west, and we're going to have that triple point in far northwest Oklahoma, and that is where we could actually see that initiation later this afternoon, probably between about 1:30, 2:30, again later today, and eventually it's going to start out with discrete supercells, and this will likely form pretty quickly and move off to the east very quickly as well. And this is where it will be the highest threat for seeing some isolated to strong tornadoes. And again, everything is going to move off to the east, eventually forming a squall line, moving into the metro, stopping the clock at 7. So probably moving into the Oklahoma City metro between about 5 and 7 o'clock this evening, racing quickly off to the south and east. And we could still see an isolated tornado or two even here in parts of the metro. We're talking some more quick spin ups, though. That would be more likely here in the metro, but we're going to be watching it nonetheless. So the dry line out in western Oklahoma, it's going to be very warm today. Temperatures in the 90s out west, but low 80s here in Oklahoma City, the mid and upper 70s across north. For this afternoon, it's a lot more likely that we will start to see those supercells that will initially get going up in parts of northwestern, north central Oklahoma, and we're still dealing with some rain and storms in the far east. But later this evening, it's 100% guaranteed that eventually that cold front will be moving in, forming a squall line, and we will see some showers and storms that will actually promote all of those severe weather parameters. Right now, we're going with a moderate threat here in central Oklahoma, but it will be highest in northwestern, north central Oklahoma, and that is where we have that hatched zone for a high threat of tornadoes later today. Now, even here in Oklahoma City, we are talking about a low to moderate threat of tornadoes, but I think the bigger concern really within the metro is going to be that up to tennis ball size hail and wind gusts potentially over 75 miles an hour. And the storm should weaken a little bit as they move off to the south and east. Now, eventually the cold front will move in, and by tomorrow morning, it's actually going to be a little chilly with temperatures dropping down into the low 40s with clearing skies. Now, tomorrow is going to be nice and quiet. Temperatures in the 60s. The wind's going to be fairly light in the afternoon, especially in central and eastern Oklahoma. But by Wednesday, that wind shifts back to the south and east. Temperatures back in the 70s here in Oklahoma City, the 80s in parts of western and southwest Oklahoma. We're going to have another low move in, and it looks like everyone's going to have a decent chance of seeing some showers and storms. And already we've got a moderate threat for severe storms over parts of western, central, and southern Oklahoma. So another day that we're going to be watching. This week is going to be very active. So again, today, later this afternoon, probably between about 1:30 and 2:30, we are expecting those storms to form in northwest Oklahoma, but eventually those storms will move into the Oklahoma City metro, likely after about 5 or 6 o'clock. Storm trackers will be out. The whole team is going to be in, and we're going to be likely in continuous coverage here later this afternoon as well, with our next chance of severe weather on Wednesday.
Probably a good idea to go ahead and download the app if you haven't done so yet. Thank you so much, Cass. Appreciate it.